Looking forward to a rousing Army Band concert this afternoon. We're going to get started in a little less customary way than you've seen in years past, and we're actually going to start with the presentation of the colors. So if I could, I'd like to ask you all to stand as the color guard, the Epiphany Color Guard under the command of retired Major General George Steiner presents the colors, and then remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Thank you for being here, and not only the audience that's here, but also the 451st. These are not ideal conditions for a musical group, so we're pleased to have them with us today. I think you'll enjoy the performance. I'd like to also acknowledge that this is a very special day, Armed Forces Day. And on behalf of that celebration, I'd like to have all those that have served in the Armed Forces please stand and be recognized at this time. Thank you for your service. It's a well-worn word, but it's important. And you do great things and have done great things for your country. We thank you for that. And I have a Marine sitting up in front here who we'd like to acknowledge for his service in Korea. And he's still a man. There's only two Marines I know that can still get in their uniform. He happens to be one of them. The other one is in the back. Thanks all. Please have a seat. I'd like to introduce the Mayor of Coon Rapids, Jerry Cook, who has a special proclamation that his city council has given to him for a presentation at this time. Jerry, if you would, please.
Thank you, General. General called me today and said, yeah, the weather is not ideal. If you don't think you can make it, you don't have to make it. And I thought, compared to the conditions that our armed forces have put up with around the world, this is nothing. This is the least I can do is to come. So, my name is Jerry Cook. I'm very honored to be the mayor of Coon Rapids, and I'm very honored to be here today to read this proclamation. Whereas, since the earliest days of our union, America has been blessed with an unbroken chain of patriots willing to give of themselves so their fellow citizens might live free. Whenever our nation has come under attack, courageous men and women in uniform have risen to her defense. Whenever our liberties have come under assault, our service members have responded with resolve. Time and again, these heroes have sacrificed to sustain that powerful promise that we hold so dear: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And on Armed Forces Day, we honor those who served bravely and sacrificed selflessly in our name. And whereas our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen represent the best of the American character. They serve with integrity and do whatever the country they love asks of them, choosing flag over fortune and service over self-interest. Year after year, tour after tour, their dedication to protecting us cause to express our gratitude, mindful that words and ceremonies are not enough, and that our thanks extend not only to those in uniform, but also to the families who serve alongside them. We are bound by a sacred obligation to ensure our service members and their loved ones have the resources and benefits they have earned and deserve. And only when we uphold this trust do we truly show our appreciation for our armed forces. Now, therefore, I, Jerry Cook, Mayor of the City of Coon Rapids, on behalf of the Coon Rapids City Council, hereby proclaim Saturday, May 20th, 2017, as Coon Rapids Salute to our Armed Forces Day. I call upon all Coon Rapids residents to display the flag of the United States at their home, to learn about military service, by participating in local observances of the day, and encourage all Americans to volunteer for organizations that provide support to our troops and their families. Proclaimed this 16th day of May, 2017.
Now you're going to hear what I believe is one of the best bands in the country, giving us a great performance, and I think they should be started off with a warm welcome from the audience. Thank you.
Our next piece is a solo that was originally written for tuba and concert band. Everybody know what it is. Where is that, by the way? I don't know what he's doing. But anyway, our next piece was written originally for tuba and concert band. It's Katosi's Beelzebub, and it was the prize-winning entry in an 1886 competition for instrumental solos sponsored by the Carl Fisher Company. How many of you remember that one because you were there? Don't raise your hand. Chief. No, I'm kidding. One practice that has become common among great soloists, and by the way, some of the greatest soloists in the history of music come from the military tradition, and such is the case today. One of the great traditions of soloists is that of adapting pieces written for other instruments to their own. And so tonight, this afternoon, you can clearly see this is not a tuba. It's not a tuba. Our very own Sergeant Alex Lagueros has adapted Beelzebub for the bassoon.
Can I say a couple?
Sure.
You guys are in for a treat today. I don't think a bassoonist has tried this in conditions like this. The bassoon this is one of the government's most specialized, expensive pieces of equipment. There are 31 keys, and you're going to hear me use 30 of them. And you're going to hear something called triple tonguing, which on a double reed is crazy on a good day. So give me all your hopes and good vibes. It's going to be fun.
That was Sergeant Alex Lagueros on the bassoon during World War II by a group of paratroopers. This European-style march takes the form of a patrol where the music marches on from a distance, then it plays close at hand, and then it passes on. We hope you will enjoy the March of the Belgian Paratroopers. For the band's musical and marching performances during parades and military ceremonies. Our drum major for the 451st Army Band is Sergeant First Class Karsten Vinsep, also on tuba. If you want to do anything special in the Army Band, you have to play the tuba. That's what we're actually finding out. We have another soldier who was able to take a trip of a lifetime to New Zealand, and he also couldn't do it unless he played tuba. So it was good to have Ben Nelson. I said Ben Nelson, Ben Creswell back with us as well. Phenomenal tuba player. Also, I wanted to I'm not like the rest of them. Did you guys notice that today? There is a rich story behind the uniform that I'm wearing. And notice that I called it a uniform. This uniform is called the announcer's uniform. And it has a rich heritage that dates all the way back to yesterday. Okay? So the story goes, and the person of the story will remain nameless, but if you're coming in from out of state, as some of the members of this unit do, sometimes things happen with the airlines. And you miss flights, and they send your baggage off to another part of the country. So right now, my luggage is sitting in nice, sunny, warm southern Florida. And this is now the official announcer's uniform on every May 20th, 2017, Armed Forces Day at Epiphany Catholic Church in Coon Rapids. I think that was in the mayor's decree. Wasn't it, sir? Yes, okay, good. I know somebody was thinking, why is he even up there? And that's what half the band thinks too, every time I get up here. We do have another march for you this afternoon. It's a rousing march that's often heard on parade fields. If you ever have a chance to go to a military parade ceremony, I would urge you to do that. And it is likely that you'll hear this next march if you go out there, because it is often played. It's the American Soldier. It inspires quickness in the step as well as pageantry and pride. It's a fitting conclusion to this part. Our next song will resonate with each one of you, because no doubt everybody in the room is familiar with this. You probably learned it in grade school. country. This is the Stars and Stripes Forever.
Well, is anybody disappointed? Would you like to have it back another time? Okay, to do that, we also need to get a lot of other people showing up for this too. You are considered the diehards of right out here. You would love to hear a good band, and this is one. Let's see what we can do the next time around, assuming we can get them to come back and do this again. Thanks so much for your participation, those of you who served your service, and for all of you who have taken the time to attend this and participate with us, and very importantly to our band, who's a special, special group. Thank you. Retire the colors.
Right.
and our concert.